Hello, this is a quick help video for a couple problems on your 3.5.1 summative assessment. So this is 3.5.1 summative assessment, questions 4 and 5. 5 relies on 4. So let's go over this problem together. A concert promoter charges $65 per ticket for a concert. The promoter's cost will be $5,500 plus $4 a ticket. If R equals revenue and N equals the number of tickets sold, then R of N shows how revenue, the amount of money received from ticket sales, depends on the number of tickets sold. So our revenue function, R of N, notice, depends on an input of the number of tickets sold, and your output is going to be your revenue or amount of money that you bring in. If C equals cost and N equals number of tickets sold, then C of N shows how cost, the expenses of the concert promoter, depends on the number of tickets sold. Also, your cost function depends on your input of number of tickets sold, and your output is going to be your cost. So you have two functions that depend on number of tickets sold. Write an equation for the profit function. P of N, show your work. Hint, profit is equal to revenue minus cost. This is the secret for the entire problem. Our profit function, P of N, is equal to our revenue function, R of N, minus our cost function, C of N. This needs to be in your problem. This is function notation, and this is showing your work. So let's substitute in our values, our function values that we know. Our P of N is equal to, I'm just going to rewrite it right here so it's in my workspace. All right, R of N is 65N. So I'm going to just substitute in 65N minus my cost function, which is 4N plus 5,500. Notice there's two parts to this, two terms. So when I subtract it, I need to make sure that I have parentheses around that entire value to show that I need to subtract the 4N, but I also need to subtract that 5,500. This negative sign out in front is going to apply to both the 4N and the 5,500. Hopefully this looks familiar. We've done a lot of this. So as you are simplifying your P of N function, you are going to want to distribute through that -1 to both parts in front of your parentheses to simplify your function. So your final profit function is going to be equal to this expression simplified. So distribute, combine like terms, and that's your profit function. Now, you have a couple ways to submit this. You can write it by hand and take a picture and upload it, or if you are wanting to use math language, up here you've got this box. This is called the equation editor. This is where you can type out math functions. So this is your work, how you can type math work. So P of N is equal to R of N minus C of N. You can also explore, and you can write exponents here, square roots, inequality signs. This is where you're gonna, this is what you're gonna do if you want to type out your math work in Canvas. Okay, once you have question 4 done and you have your profit function written, then you're able to do question 5. Find the profit. So you're gonna evaluate your profit function if N equals 850. So we want to see your work there. Make sure that you write N equals 850, and you're going to show that you're substituting it into your profit function that you got on number 4. So the trick of this is showing your work and writing with function notation.